Hey guys, it's Crypto She does it all, a little bit of everything. I'm going to report this story to you, and I am sure you have heard and read it somewhere where people lie on the COVID loan and they get the loan. They never had any business. They really didn't need it. It's to live a lavish life. I'm going to read the story to you. I'm going to try to see if I can cut it really short just to get to the point and then give you my opinion. Because how dumb can you be? How stupid, with all the respect, can you be that if you used to live a regular, normal life, 9 to 5, you don't have the fun. You don't have that kind of financial background, and out of nowhere you have a Bentley, you have a Porsche, you have a Maserati, you have a Lamborghini. Give me a break. Where do you get that money from? If you did not win the lotto, or you did not come out big on crypto, okay, or they did not leave you some kind of inheritance from your rich parents, don't you think the government gonna try to find out how right a certain you driving a Bentley? Just because you get a Bentley don't mean you lower your standard. Bentley costs a lot of money. So again, let me go into the story, and it's funny to me because people think the government's stupid. No, they're gonna find out. Whether it's a year from now, 5 years, 10 years from now, you could be in your 90s. You've been arrested for some crap you did when you were 20 or 30. This is America, man. You leave a footprint, you leave a trace of whatever move you make in America. And I hope people understand that. So let me see. A Miami woman is facing charges after authorities said she lied to get a COVID-19 relief loan, then spent the funds on everything from a Bentley to cosmetic procedures and designer shoes. Dumb move. Dumb move. I'm not giving advice, but you get that kind of fund, even though you didn't have a business. Create a business. Educate yourself. Oh my God, I can't believe this is a rainy day for me. Let me not go crazy with this money. Let me actually do something, employ some people, let the money work for you. Right away, you go buy Bentley, go have surgeries, and go buy designer shoes. That's dumb move. Oh, what kind of mentality is that? Oh, that gets me so angry. Daniela Rendon, 31, made her first appearance in federal court Thursday after she was charged with 7 counts of wire fraud, 2 counts of money laundering, and 1 count of aggravated identity theft, according to the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Florida. Prosecutors said Rendon submitted fraudulent applications seeking COVID-19 relief funds from the Small Business Administration and Paycheck Protection Program. Rendon received around $381,000 in fraudulent funds after she enrolled with a payroll processor to issue fraudulent payroll checks to herself, family members, and friends, officials said. Wow. She's smart, though. She's very smart. She's just not smart enough to make the money work for her. She's dumb enough to make a certain move to make the government cut her. That's what I think so far. She then used the fund to lease a 2021 Bentley Bentayga, rent a luxury Biscayne Bay apartment, pay for cosmetic dermatology procedures, and refinish her designer shoes. Prosecutor said, if convicted, Rendon faces up to 20 years in prison. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Man, give me a break. And there's so much more. So many other people they caught doing that kind of activities. And you know what, guys? To tell you the truth, somebody asked me to do it. And I said, you know what? I have 4 kids. I have a reason to live. In America, there is nothing you do. Don't think they won't get you. They will get you. Okay? They will get you, my baby. They will get you. So there was another one here. Because there's so many of them. So many of them, they caught them. Yeah, let me read this one. Criminals have stolen nearly 100 billion in COVID relief funds, Secret Service says. And they cut most of them. So was it worth it? They cut most of them, yeah. Criminals have stolen close to 1 billion in pandemic relief fund, the U.S. Secret Service said Tuesday. The stolen funds were diverted by fraudsters from the Small Business Administration's Paycheck Protection Program, the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Program, and another program set up to dole out unemployment assistance funds nationwide. More than 2.3 billion in stolen funds have been recovered so far, resulting in the arrest of more than 100 suspects who span the spectrum from individuals to organized groups. According to the agency, the government has shelled out about 3.5 trillion in COVID relief money since early 2020 when the pandemic began. The Secret Service, which specializes in financial fraud in addition to its better-known role in presidential protections, also announced the appointment of a new national pandemic fraud recovery coordinator to oversee its sprawling investigation into the enormous number of fraud cases resulting from all that theft. Let me tell you something. Hold on. I've been in law enforcement for over 29 years and worked some complex fraud investigations for 20 plus years, and I've never seen something at this scale, said Assistant Special Agent and Charles Roy Dodson, who was named to the new role at the agency. Dodson, in an interview with CNBC, said the ease of obtaining the funds has made it easier for criminals. There was no doubt that the programs were easily accessible online, and so with that comes the opportunity for bad actors to get into that mix. He said it was necessary to try to get these funds out to people that were truly hurting and no fault of anybody. The Secret Service currently has more than 900 active investigations related to pandemic fraud. Dodson said it's a wide range because the pot was so big. Dodson said you are not only have your typical transnational organized groups and domestic organized groups, criminals groups, but you have individuals that decided to take advantage of that. So there is many different patterns in investigation and investigative intelligence that we develop that I can't really go into, but we've mapped out kind of some of the different characteristics of different groups. And this new role, Dodson, who is based in the Jacksonville field office, is also overseeing investigations related to cryptocurrency fraud. In those cases, criminals typically persuade victims to transfer funds into crypto wallets, which are used for illegal scam, or open bank accounts, which are used to launder money. I would say the primary difficulty is the sheer scope of the amount of the fraudulent, loans or unemployment insurance benefits ever distributed, he said, and the number of individuals that receive those, whether they were a money mule or the actual recipient, is just enormous. Among the recovered funds were hundreds of millions sent to Green to DOT and PayPal accounting to a Secret Service spokesperson. After the Secret Service alerted the private sector early on about the emerging fraud, numerous financial institutions proactively identified, investigated, and safeguarded against suspect fraudulent pandemic relief funds. The spokesperson said these private institutions then reach out to the Secret Service for further assistance and coordination with companies like Green Dot Corporations and PayPal. The Secret Service was able to seize over 400 million in fraudulent funds. Okay, it's a lot more. I don't know if I should. I don't wanna. Let me see if I can finish the whole thing. Yeah, hold on. A Green Dot spokesperson said the company does proactively bring fraud cases to the attention of the Secret Service as well as the other government agencies and industry peers and partners with them to address, mitigate, and resolve them. Fraud prevention is paramount, and we work around the clock and invest heavily to identify, block, and address fraudulent activity as part of our commitment to protecting our customers. A PayPal spokesperson said the company take every instance of potential fraud very seriously, and we proactively work with law enforcement agencies and industry partners as well as use our own sophisticated systems to detect fraud and keep our customers and their payments safe. The government quickly rolled out the Paycheck Protection Program and the Economic Injury Disaster Loan Programs last year to help small business. Both programs have been plagued with problems. A report from a Labor Department Inspector General blamed inadequate control for billions of dollars in potential fraud. The fast rollout of pandemic unemployment assistance program made it easy prey for fraudsters. The Labor Department's Office of Inspector General in a report released in March said that at least $89 billion of the estimate $896 billion in unemployment programs funds could be paid and properly, with a significant portion attributable to fraud. CNBC confirmed earlier this year that tech-savvy fraudsters open accounts with at least 4 online investment programs. According to law enforcement officials, the digital platform investigators said are easy to dump the money into by setting up accounts with stolen identities. More than 100 million in fraudulent funds passed through investment accounts since Congress passed the CARE Act last month, according to authorities. Oh, I think I need glasses. Yeah, some words seems kind of blurred to me. Anyway, this is about the COVID relief fund that some people took advantage of. Some people were lucky, were blessed to actually being approved for the loan. And in my opinion, it was wrong to commit that kind of crime. But if you get approved, you get that money. Even though if you didn't have a business in mind, create something, do something, employ people, and for you to initially know your intention was to steal from the government, you deserve every day, every second, every minute that you are spending in jail right now. Because some people at the end of the day really needed that money, really needed that fund. Some people lost it all, their job, family members. Some people was really in need of that money. You go in front of them, you apply for it, you get it, and you go have cosmetic surgery. As if you were not beautiful enough. You had to go do some extra stuff. You go buy Bentley. You go live in some lavish apartments in Biscayne Bay. I mean, it's so much more stories. And again, somebody asked me to do it. And I said, it's not worth it. I work hard. I am trying to live within my means, whatever it takes for me to be financially independent. It will have to come from my sweat, from working hard. I'm not going to try to take money from the government and later on end up being in jail. Like this woman faced at least 20 years in jail. Even though she had the surgery done, cosmetic surgery done, she might be thinking she was looking pretty, having designer shoes. All those are material stuff. She's not going to be able to drive the Bentley. Probably they repossessed it already. They took it from her. She's no longer there, you know. Designer shoes going to be dusted. She's not going to be wearing them. All the cosmetic surgery, you in jail, you don't have access to nothing to be looking pretty and shiny. Give me a break. We need to think at the end of the day, was it worth it to go through that length to steal from the government, and at the end you get caught, you end up in jail? And I hope you don't have kids, because if you have kids, for them to see you go down that low for something somebody else could have been used to help them, you deserve every second, every minute that you have behind bar, and I hope you enjoy it. May God bless you. Don't forget to subscribe. It is my job to bring every different details, information that I think that would serve you. Probably this person commit that crime, they are going to go to jail. And by you hearing this, if you were thinking or about to commit a crime, back it off. Because you don't want to be in jail for 20 years. If you invest in crypto, you want to be out to enjoy that money. May God bless you. Bye.